In 1916, during the First World War, a soldier named Henry Gunther was reported killed in action. His family received the letter. His name was added to official casualty records, and just like that, he was considered gone. But Henry didn't die. He had actually been captured during the chaos of battle and taken to a prisoner of war camp in Germany. Cut off from the world, he had no way of telling anyone he was alive. By the time the war ended, everything had already changed. Records were incomplete, names were missed, and Henry Gunther was mistakenly left listed as dead. So when he was finally released, he returned to a country that believed it had already buried him. His family had mourned him. His friends had moved on. Even official documents treated him as a man who no longer existed. And that's when Henry made a decision that makes his story so unusual. Instead of correcting the mistake immediately, he stepped away from his old life. For years, he lived quietly under a new identity, building a life far removed from the war and from the person he used to be. Decades passed, and it wasn't until 42 years later that historians reviewing old military records realized something shocking. Henry Gunther had survived the war and had been incorrectly listed as dead the entire time. The mistake was eventually corrected, but by then, Henry had already lived most of his life in the shadow of a name that no longer belonged to him. Which raises one question. If the world thought you were gone, would you correct them or disappear completely?